could do everything perfect, and life is going to make it a lot more difficult for you. One is your profession, right? Your profession, like this guy, he's in the military, obviously, right? So it's like, guess what? You have, if your spouse or the kid's mom is in the military, it's a chance for y'all to be separated. Or if that person is not in the military, then you could get, you know, PCS somewhere else. You get relocated somewhere else. And now you're thinking about like, oh, is your kid is gonna come with you? Are you able to raise your kid by yourself? Or are you willing to accept that, doing part parents? All these other things that you're not really willing to accept, and or willing to think about, that's very significant factors, right? And then think about like, oh, you being around your kid every day, just like you say, yeah, my kids are in the house, they're upstairs, they know where dad's at, right? They know that, hey, they can't do certain things. Hey, they're getting too loud. Hey, y'all better hush because dad's gonna get upset, right? They know those things, right? That's because you're present, right? The presence matter, and so they grow a level of comfort having dad present. And those are the things that a lot of people just don't really consider, or we didn't consider, or we think that it's just, those are second, third order effects. They're like, oh, I didn't even think about it. Now it's like all of those things affect who you are, as a kid. And then you growing up and you're going to realize that, like, dang, man, you know what? If these things happen, or it's not even if these things happen, you realize why the way that you are as an adult because of these small factors that happened to you or didn't happen to you
Didn't happen for you.
or didn't happen for you that now affected how you view things as an adult, and now it's going to carry on to.
Exactly. I appreciate that. As I was listening, it made me, it triggered some notes that I had. I have tons of countless amounts of topics or directions I want to head in. According to YouTube, my titles aren't good enough, so that's why I'm not getting the volume. So maybe I don't know. I don't really care that much about that. But one of the topics I brought up was what's worse than not having a father. And this could be spiritual. This could be, actually having a father there. So that conjured up some thoughts when there were moments, and I'm gonna make it personal. Fine. When my father wasn't around, I had my grandfather in the house, but unfortunately, he was in rest in peace. My grandfather, he passed around the time I met you, 2018, and he was just in the house. And when I go to school, he was in the house. He know I'm talking about him, so I gotta gotta sneeze. He was in the house. Excuse me. And then when I get home from when I go to school, he's in the house. When I get home from school, he's in the house. And again, when you met me, that was my life for a while because I chose to, instead of working, instead of going and trying to find something, I'm like, well, I'm going to just go to school, try to handle that, and raise my, who's now 7, my child, my daughter, in the house for the first year. And had I, looking back at that, that really hurt me because my work ethic got just dismantled. And I was working really hard before I went to Japan. I was working nights, sometimes 16, 17-hour shifts, making pretty decent money. I was Uber driving. My hustle game was up.